Hello everyone and welcome back to my Senate prediction videos where we take a look at the races for Senate going on across the United States this year. And the next state we're going to take a look at is the state of West Virginia. And the seat currently held by the Republican Party and Senator Shelley Moore Capito. And she is in her first term. And in 2014, Capito won the race by 27%. And it was a flip in 2014. She took the seat previously held by the Democrats and the retiring Senator Jay Rockefeller. Donald Trump won the state of West Virginia overwhelmingly in 2016, winning the state by an astounding 42%. In fact, Trump won every county in West Virginia. So, he was very popular in the state and has been one of the states he has most frequently visited during his time in the presidency, and most everyone agrees. I don't think there's anyone that doubts Donald Trump will win the state of West Virginia in 2020 by similar, if not a larger margin. So, let's take a look at the two candidates for the United States Senate race in the state of West Virginia. The Democratic nominee is a female by the name of Paula Swearengin. Miss Swearengin, prior to running for office, was a Democratic and progressive activist, and previously was a office manager. She has previously ran for the United States Senate before in 2018. She waged a primary against the other senator from the state of West Virginia, the Democrat Joe Manchin. And she was unsuccessful in that primary bid. She was not the establishment pick in this race. That was a gentleman by the name of Richard Ojeda, but she won and is now the Democratic Party nominee. She's facing off against the incumbent Senator Shelley Moore Capito, and Capito is the dean of the West Virginia congressional delegation. She served in the United States House of Representatives from 2001 to 2015, prior to her election to the Senate. She is the daughter of the former governor of West Virginia, Arch Moore. Mr. Moore, after his time as governor, served some time in federal prison on some corruption charges. But Miss Capito began a career of her own in elected politics and has been very successful. If you go off of ballots cast just in the primary, this race looks like it could be close. It was a 52% for Republican candidates and 47% for Democratic candidates. But West Virginia is another one of those states where you have what they call ancestral Democrats. And these are people that in federal races and in statewide races, they vote for Republicans. But in their local races, they may, and they have trended towards those candidates in recent years. But in their local races, they may still back a Democratic candidate. Those Democrats are becoming less and less, and they are more heavily supporting Republicans across the board. So you'll see probably Democratic participation in West Virginia primaries go down over the coming years, as the party is just becoming increasingly unpopular in the state. So some Democrats may look at this and say, wow, this could be a competitive race. It's not going to be. Capito is going to win by an overwhelming margin. This will be a race that is called at poll close. And that's just how it's going to be. So I really don't think this should shock anyone. Capito is going to be elected to a second term in the Senate, and it's going to be a Republican hold. So that's my prediction on the race. I will see you all tomorrow when we cover another state, and we're going to cover what the state that West Virginia used to be a part of, the Commonwealth of Virginia. So I'll see you then.